Hey everyone, welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Friday, July 12th, 2024. I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed. That's really exciting. And I'm glad to actually have somebody to be directing these readings towards. So thank you very much. Please share, like, subscribe, comment, everything, ring the bell, just so that I can get my messages out there and build community, because essentially that's why I'm doing this in the first place. All right, wonderful. We have a particular transit coming up on Monday the 15th between Mars and Uranus that I feel might bring about something unexpected, because that's kind of indicative of this type of transit. So I wanted to pull today on a more broad time period. So Friday to Monday, what we can't see coming or what we need to know so that we can weather this transit better or more easily or with more calm and centeredness. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. For the High Priestess there, I'm going to do an 8 card read because I like the infinity energy there. Okay. To start off with, we have the High Priestess energy. There is a divine knowledge coming through. All right. So in terms of this weekend, it may be a really good time to listen to your intuition and to keep really aware of how you're interacting with people around you. 3 of Pentacles, collaboration, working with others. 9 of Pentacles, your resources and having everything that you need, and getting ready to step up into that, more self-aware and embodied state that the Queen represents, right? The Queen of Pentacles is the next stage there. So essentially, the 9 goes through the 10 to become the Queen. It's along the lines of, can you get in contact with your resources and how you need to direct those resources, Ace of Swords, so that you can best cover yourself for this transit. So far off the bat, it looks like we all are in, or could potentially be in, a really good stable place to deal with what's going to be unexpected this weekend, which I like. I'm happy to see that all the work of the past week and the week before has been integrated here in this reading. 9 of Wands, 7 of Cups. All right, so right off this second row here, I can tell you that as long as you stay aware of the decisions you're making and you don't overindulge, you will weather this just fine. So if you're making any big purchases this weekend, or if you have any large amount of resources that needs to be allocated to a particular thing, be very careful that you're choosing the thing you actually want. So 9 of Wands, cover all your bases, dot all your I's, go over any contracts more than once, make sure you are aware of every detail before you sign anything. It's pretty clear to me that the only risk here is the potential for an overindulgence. Cover that up for the algorithm. All right, so as long as you're not overindulging and you're staying clear of what resources you actually have to give and exactly what direction you want to spend those resources in, you'll be fine. Let's see if I can pull something specific about what the unexpected event might be, or might be for some of us, what the themes are there. Mars and Uranus, when they have transits together, can sometimes bring upsets, but I have this strange feeling that the upset is actually a freedom-inducing upset, so it might actually feel pretty good in the long run. I guess I'm a little confused by that, but at the same time, I'm going to just go with it, because that's a much better plan. Okay, let's see. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so I do have to say this. None of these cards are reversed. I don't read reversals with most of my decks. The only deck that I've been working with that I included reversals is my Morgan Greer. So I don't know how that card came out in reverse. So that's a very clear message to me. there is something this weekend. The unexpected thing is most likely something that reminds you of the past. It has to do with your karmic cycle. This came up in yesterday's reading too. So while there isn't so much here about keeping up your boundaries, the Nine of Wands is really the only thing that signifies that here in this read. And there's a lot more positive forward movement here than there was over the past few days. It seems like the Wheel of Fortune is clearly here to tell you that this weekend could bring forward a meeting of a past karmic cycle or a karmic contract that is not quite finished yet. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. All right, but you might be approaching it differently. So the Page of Pentacles, that thought about what's real. To me, that's always what I think of when I see this page, even though it's not directly, it doesn't directly mean that. Whenever I see this page, I think about the way in which we tend to overanalyze our lives instead of directly follow the intuitive push that we're feeling in an effort to discern what's true instead of just coming out and asking for it. That page is always so contemplative in my mind, just like the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles waits. The Page of Pentacles for me is contemplating the truth, contemplating what reality feels most aligned, or what is true and what isn't in the world, how they want to interact with the world, how they want to set up their support systems, and what their goals are. It's very practical, but it's very analytical to me, even though that may not be a traditional way to read it. The Queen of Pentacles is so generous and giving in that same sense, where the page is questioning the Queen has made her decision, and she understands how to allocate resources and how to take care of herself and how to be generous and share while also provide herself with some foundational stability. So there is a massive karmic cycle switching over. And I mean, I've been pulling this through all week, but it would not surprise me. I'm getting this directly. It would not surprise me if a relationship from our past comes up for some of us, or many of us, that directly makes us question how we're proceeding through our own building of stability. There's a reset occurring here. No, I was only going to pull 8 cards, but I can't help myself. So Temperance, balance, creating flow, and then the Two of Pentacles. Excuse me, whatever it is that you're working on, or that you are working on in an effort to create stability, whatever self-esteem issue or underlying belief system that has been in the way of you making that stability happen is coming up to be let go. So you're going to have that moment where you'll have to feel that through. With that Wheel of Fortune, you may actually come in contact with the feeling of, oh no, it's happening again, but it's not happening again. Whatever it is for you is moving through. You are different, Temperance. You are the one who creates that flow. So whatever seems like a difficulty is actually a redirection, and your Two of Pentacles means no matter which way you move, you will succeed. Just pick your direction and go, because you've got the energy behind you. And there you go, 10 of Pentacles. Oh man, I couldn't have planned that better myself. The 10 of Pentacles is that stability, in community too. So you're building something that affects more than just you. Keep building, no matter what you're confronted with between now and Monday and beyond. Hopefully, if this lesson gets integrated, it'll be lifelong, you know. But no matter what you come up against, whatever reminders, remember you are not the same person you were. You have done the work. You have created the foundation for a community and a lifestyle of stability. You are doing what you need to do, and you will continue to do what you need to do to build. Remind yourself of what you know is true. That High Priestess, again, you know, you're channeling that divine knowledge for yourself. You know. So stick with your intuition, no matter what anyone says to you. It's coming across to me as though it could be a comment for at least one person I'm talking to. Someone's going to make a snide comment about what you're building. You might get a you know, some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Insult, you know, passive aggressive insult might come your way, but you know better. Stick with what you're working on. Follow your gut. Stick with the community that supports you. Pay attention to the reflections that keep you moving it forward in the new direction. If anything reminds you of the past, if any sort of difficulties or conflicts in relationships come up that remind you of the past, remember what you've done all this work for, and you'll get there. That 10, it doesn't get better than that 10. All right? That is stability and community and care and love, foundations that are strong. We're almost there. We're almost there to the point where we get to build on top of the foundation. That's what this is. So enjoy your weekend, and please remember to listen to your gut. Have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you on Monday.